meatloaf?
Okay.
And then I can like, oh, got
I should pull up my
lips
notes and do
in.
the call notes and stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to worry too much on that, Sam.
It's cool. It only take me a second.
Just a moment. Just a moment of your time.
I can do it while you're doing stuff.
There we go.
I'm glad that you're the one that does all the note-taking stuff, because like
I try.
it would require me to be organized.
I try to be somewhat organized in my life. This is like I feel like one of the only things where I have like, you know,
The moment I hit the lottery or slots and I have so much fun. First thing I'm doing is getting a producer to take all my notes, and I'll do that.
Oh, so that we would actually know where we stopped in the last.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, I
Just
cannot
a
tell
note
you
person, and they
how
write
many
down.
times we reread things. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
it's like that player in your campaign that just like takes notes religiously.
Yes.
Just in your daily life.
Most likely the rules lawyer or the min-maxer, but God
or
bless them
secretary
for keeping track of shit.
Well, actually, Acquisitions Incorporated came up with a great term for it: the secretariat.
Really? The secretarian.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I like it.
Yeah, like, because Ac Inc. had
dig it.
these little job roles that the party could take in addition to their class and everything, and they got, like, special items and features from it, and, like, Secretarian was one of those, and then there's, like, Occultant, which...
Right?
occultant.
Yeah, you gotta keep track of the
Occultant.
Mystery of money.
deaths and stuff.
I
like,
love it.
You gotta track all the deaths, and it's like, okay, well, we killed this thing, and that's worth that much. It seems like just such a bizarre thing, but at the same time, having like extra jobs on top of everything was just a lot of fun when I ran it.
Right.
Yeah, your acquisitions game was really fun.
Yeah, you came into that one a little late. You missed the part where our druid decided to wish for the treasure from Dragon's Heist and break a ship.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, just I wish for all of the Lord Neverember's gold, and it's like, hold on, I got to do a DM math moment. I'll get right back to you. Yeah, that's enough to burst the entire hull of your ship. That's a lot of gold.
The last time I saw an artistic depiction of Lord Neverember, he had a pretty epic beard, so I think I'll take that. It was an old man white beard, but man, I want his beard. It's the only way I could ever be Santa Claus.
I found out something very
that you
interesting
had
about
Santa
beards
aspirations.
recently. Do you know, like, there's it's from a TikTok, so take it with a grain of salt. But like, if you have like a good beard, it reduces jaw fractures, lacerations, and bruising by up to 55%. So that's just like 55% damage debuff to my face? Yes, please.
That's amazing.
I should grow a beard.
That's amazing.
It's really the goal, you know?
That'd be amazing. I've always wanted to be a Santa Claus. I've been enamored by Santa Claus since I was a kid. I'm like, I just don't have the build or looks for it unless
I don't know. Maybe if you do like a half elven Santa, that might work.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
hell
the
yeah.
cosplay's already there. You know,
You
like
could throw in some apostrophes, make it more elven.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, you see, Santa is actually the elven lord of the northern elves.
Freljord.
Right. Oh man.
Santa.
Or I can be Santa's sexy little half elven.
Oh, hold on.
You know,
wait a minute.
Cut off, probably cut off the sleeves, roll up the shirt, show a little midriff.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll be your
absolutely.
ho-ho-ho.
Santa's sexy side piece right there.
And I gotta bust it out, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight.
Oh shit! Do you know that on guitar? Like you see, you got the guitar right there.
Girl, I bet that you
sell
can
it.
find that
Let me pull up the
really
chords.
easily.
Let me pull up the chords.
Yeah, like
oh, God.
99% of music is just the same four
Hold on,
chords.
we don't want
I'm
to get hit with
confident.
like a copyright strike or something.
Right.
Copyright? It's the same four chords. You know what? I'll bring me to court. Go ahead.
Man, a lot of songs are just 4 chords, I guess.
Right.
Your Honor, with all due respect, all music is derivative.
Your Honor,
It is
with all due
yeah.
respect, you weren't even there. You don't even know.
First of all, mind your business.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Your Honor, this court
Exactly.
case is a ramshackle affair.
Oh, that's not bad. No, these cards are really
I
basic.
love singing Christmas music in August.
Me too.
He's got the voice.
Not unironically, I fucking love Christmas.
The weirdest thing is, I
Wait,
heard
wait for the
I heard
Halloween
Jingle Bell
shows.
Rock earlier today. Derek
Oh,
and Jacob
jeez.
were singing it.
I'm so sorry.
It all comes together.
It all comes back to Christmas.
No,
I
it's
love
spook
Christmas
time,
music,
man.
And
It's spooky
as much as I
time.
love Christmas
I'm
music,
so
I
excited
did
for-
work retail. I did work retail where that's all they played, and it fucking still drove me crazy. And that's
Oh
saying a
my
lot for someone who loves Christmas.
It's one of those things where you either really learn to love the most obscure covers of Christmas songs, or just really hate it, all of it altogether. And you know what? There's
Right.
like some really kind of obscure covers that like were trying to be the Jackson 5 that kind of did it for me. It was like, okay, y'all are my island pretending to be the Jackson 5 in all of this stuff, you know?
There is that one. I forgot what song it was, but I love the Jackson 5 cover of it. It was a Christmas song.
My one time working in retail was like a thrift store, so it's just
Oh.
yeah. That was,
Oh God.
It was
I was
something
working-
else. Like you get the bird lady that kind of rolls up and it's like, hey, can I just bring my my 2-foot long macaw with its 5-foot wingspan? It's like, lady, I don't know if that's legal or sanitary. All right. While he's
Or
looking at
sanitary.
chords, let's start the show.
Let's do it. Let's go.
I'm just gonna pretend that he's playing this.
My electric guitar's over there, but I'm gonna pretend I'm the classical.
This is the most convincing electric I've ever seen. Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Talkshows, the talk show that brings you Santa baby, dungeons news, and homebrews. I am your host,
Nice.
Orion.
I am your host, Sam. Welcome back to another episode. It's been a
And
little bit.
y'all have heard some mysterious voices with us tonight.
Ooh, so
Why don't you
mysterious.
introduce yourselves?
Well, as you know,
Yeah,
I'm Hanz
boy.
Halfelven, and here with me is my lovely co-host, Mrao Now.
Hi, I'm Rao and Hanz Halfelven.
Girl, I don't
The
sound
most
like that.
the most awesome person in the world and the best PvP warrior in World of Warcraft.
Oh boy,
Ooh.
I love him more than anybody.
solid claims.
Straight
I'm
up.
sorry, I can't. I'm Hanz Halfelven. Your favorite half-elf bard, probably third favorite streamer.
I don't know. You're really climbing up there. You're the first guest that I've seen bring a guitar.
Yes. Hell yeah. I'll play it for you too. And that's the bar. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
bard
There's a
life,
first time
baby.
for everything. We at some point
Right.
we needed to have a bard on the show.
Yeah, I mean,
Hell yeah,
he's
hell
got that
yeah.
bard core, you know, and I'm here for it. It's great.
Hell yeah. And we have this staple stream called Unearth My Arcana, in which we do homebrew reviews. It's very chill. Very much
Very
like the vibe that
sexy.
we have that you guys are very sexy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Very
Yeah.
much like the vibe that you guys hear at the Nerd Militia.
Awesome.
And you know what? And the show is nothing without my awesome co-host.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Welcome,
Hi.
welcome.
Hmm.
Now we gotta address it at some point, right?
The elephant in the room.
This is our first VTuber, right? Is this is going on?
Yeah, I'm all about it. Just because she's got the wings.
I like it.
Right?
Ooh.
Thank you. I made and rigged this all myself.
Nice.
That's even more impressive, honestly.
How,
It's one of those things where
right?
a lot of
complicated
people
can it
pay
get?
someone else to do it, but if you want a job done right and you need to be able to troubleshoot things when they go wrong, you gotta do it yourself.
Gotta do it yourself, baby.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no opposition to paying a professional. The thing
Yeah.
is, I have no money to pay a professional.
Fair.
Exactly. That's
So
the
I
most
have to do it
relatable
myself.
thing.
Oh my god.
Uh,
So how complicated does the rigging get?
So it depends on what you're going for.
Yeah.
If you're going with a very basic Vroid, you'll have maybe 20 or so blend shapes and head, eye bones, mouth bone, a tongue bone maybe.
Right.
All the basic
tongue
points of
bonus
articulation.
to the
Oh,
hand
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
But if you want something that has more depth that will work with Apple's AR, you're going to need about 52, I think.
Yeah,
blend
we were
shapes.
discussing a little bit of Apple's AR before the show, and it's just fascinating stuff. Because
I know we have other people in the Discord, and we talk to who are into doing like the rigging stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure like Kersey did one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Let's see here.
Nice.
I think it's interesting. I never really looked into the VTuber stuff too much. Because I'm kind of like, I don't really understand it. So, but I think it's interesting. I like the OCs and the art and everything. It's really cool.
I love the evolution of Morale's VTuber. It started out as a 2D one, right?
I
Morale?
started out
and
as
like
Drow. And then the
yeah.
OGL debacle happened, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get out before I'm on fire. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Good
abandon
call.
ship,
Good call.
get like
Mhm.
the whole thing together. Like
Mhm.
I remember
I've
like a couple
changed
years before we even
one
started the
letter, I'm fine.
podcast. Like I had initially thought about getting into VTubing, and I wanted to do like kind of like a PNG tuber thing with like a flump. But it's just,
Oh, that'd be so cute.
I did not have the commitment to like finish the rig.
How would you even do that?
Well, you see that Sam is part of the problem. There's a lot of tentacles
I don't
involved.
remember if flumps have like faces. I know we did an episode on
Kinda.
flumps, but
Yeah,
I
they
don't
got the eye
remember.
stalks and then a little mouth on top. And,
Yeah, they can be expressive, right?
yeah. They,
Oh, that'd
they
be really cute. Especially if you made everything like a fizz bone.
Oh.
You would just move your head and all of the tentacles and everything would wiggle around. That'd be incredible.
That'd be really funny.
And then just kind of like attach some like the arm hand stuff to like just a couple tentacles. And I think what would really tie it together.
Oh,
is you'd
yeah.
have to
Like
have,
Oh my god.
you'd have to make it kind of like a mood thing because flumps are expressive in that way.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
some of the facial reactions would have to be translated into colors.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be dope.
I can see the
maybe
logistics
somebody
turning
out
in your
there-
head.
Maybe somebody out there likes this idea and will hit you up.
You know what? Anybody in the audience, feel free to steal this idea. Just let me see how it works. I want to, I'd like to see it. Be like that's him. I was there when it was conceived.
I was there during the inception. I was there during the embryonic stages.
The conception, buddy.
Conception.
I was there whenever the top wouldn't stop spinning.
Oh yeah.
Wrong
That's
top,
great.
buddy.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. Sorry. Bar testosterone levels.
Okay.
You can't keep a good
You're on
bar
fire
down.
tonight, bud.
You can't keep a good bar down, especially between the legs.
My son.
So tell us more about some of the content you do. Like you mentioned reviewing
Sure.
Homebrew.
Sure. Some of our staples teams. So my channel, which is also very much home to Morale.
That's where I appear
It
the
started
most.
out. Yeah. Started out Hans Loves D&D, and
The
eventually it
OGL
wasn't meant to
thing.
be. Right,
Mhm.
and the OGL thing. Actually, I changed it before the OGL thing. Thank God. But when we developed community, and then when I started cosplaying, that's when the Hanz Halfelven persona came about. The Hanz Halfelven persona, I can't say I'm 100% responsible for that. That's the community. Then I just started calling stuff. Oh, I'm Hanz Halfelven. Okay, that sounds catchy and whatnot. And then we started, along with the community, we started creating the lore, the backstory for Hans. Yeah, and the channel is very centric to TTRPGs, but we also do other stuff. We also do video games. from once in a while we'll do a Hanz Not Elven stream where I stream something completely other than TTRPGs.
Like just recently, you had Superhero Summer where you were.
Yeah, we had Superhero Summer. Yeah. Superhero Summer is when we made the streams very superhero centric. I was cosplaying Clark Kent. I had my
it was so cute.
I had a dress shirt. Oh, thank you. And I had the Superman shirt underneath, so it looks like I'm.
Oh yeah, show me that S, baby.
Oh yeah, show me that S. That was a shadow.
That was a redeem.
Show me that S. You got the right face for a Clark Kent, and with like the hair and stuff, you know.
People liked it. I've cosplayed Clark Kent for a while with that whole setup because it's cheap. I have a dress shirt, I have a Superman shirt, and then just bam.
And just kind of like burst and right open, bam. It's just
bam, exactly. Exactly. And he is my favorite DC superhero. So right?
Yeah. Honestly, the biggest struggle with Superman in modern DC is you can't find a good phone booth anywhere.
Right?
Not in these times. In this economy?
Right.
Are you kidding?
Ain't nobody got 5 cents to make a collect call?
Yeah. Right?
No one's accepting collect calls. Let's be real.
Right? You just gave me an imagery of Superman super speeding to a museum to find a fucking phone booth and then switching costumes there.
Getting changed them
in the bathroom. Because like Zoomers aren't going to museums, so it's like a ghost town in there anyway.
Yeah, exactly. No one's gonna see him. That's hilarious. But yeah, our channel is very centric to TTRPG, D&D, Pathfinder, and whatnot. And one of our staple streams is called Unearth My Arcana, in which we do homebrew reviews. And just like here, same vibe here. We're very chill about it. We opened the stream with a song, of course. I performed the Unearth My Arcana theme song live. Ooh. Yeah, you guys want to hear it?
Yes. I was just about to ask.
I know you like the bardcore stuff. All right, let's go. Sorry if I'm a little bit off. Again, I'm just that. I'm like 98% recovered.
Hey, take your time.
Gather round adventurers, for it's that time again to unearth your arcana along with our cat friends.
Yeah.
We'll uncover some mysteries of lore and magic items, and with your ever-loving consent, we'll go deep with both hands. Unearth, your arcana with fun. Unearth, your arcana with morale. Unearth.
Motherfucking arcana.
Motherfucking arcana.
Yes, girl.
Hell
yes. Morale is usually my ad lib, my ad lib backup singer.
I couldn't think of anything because I was so concerned that my hands wouldn't track. So I just idly groped the screen.
I found that hilarious. When we that's great. Because like
nice.
Like I love like the execution of that because like it slowly builds up and then it kind of like gets right into like the breakdown of it. Like
thank you.
Like I think
it's very unexpected.
Honestly, the last time I saw something done right like that was in Star versus the Forces of Evil with that bardcore dude. Like he has to write a song about the main character.
Never watched that show, man.
Listen, I got kids. That's basically my I gotta watch cartoons license.
Did you know what I found out recently? I don't want to dox his website or whatever. But you know, you can go and watch like old cartoons for like Kirby and Sonic X.
Oh, fuck.
Really?
I'm about to go off, bro.
You know, Kirby, that was a wild thing. Because
I'm so happy.
The Saturday morning cartoon blog with like Kirby and Sonic X, like they went over the top with all these American versions of like the songs. Like they didn't have to, but it was in the
so good.
It worked. Fast. It really did.
They all went so hard for no reason.
Like, dude, Sonic X or the "Gotta Go Fast" was like that was my jam. Like when I was in 3rd grade and I was in like this little basketball league. On Saturdays, I had to go in to do like these games in the morning, and like just conveniently timed, I'd get all amped up on Sonic X. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. And then I go in and I'm all hyped up on gotta go fast. And then like I'd start giving all these little Smarties to my other teammates and telling them that they are performance enhancers because sugar makes you hyper.
Bruh.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god!
I love that Sonic animated TV series, the one that Jaleel White voiced.
Sorry to like change the subject so suddenly, but like that's just
no worries, no worries. So yeah, we do homebrew reviews. We take some from the community first, from our Discord, and we do have a homebrew in our Discord channel where people can categorize and archive their homebrews.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And and we're like the way Morale and I really look at this, like the main thing that we're looking at is this fun? Is this fun? Is this immersive? You know, if something's a little OP, something's a little bit, ineffective or whatnot, all that can be adjusted. But like the main thing we're looking at is like, is this something that people can have fun with, and not just in a way to use as is, maybe something they can modify, take ideas from. Yeah,
absolutely.
And we do
adaptable.
Yeah, it's adaptable, exactly.
Yeah,
and we have a rating system.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because like
our rating system's a bit different. It's not like we give this a 5 out of 10 or whatnot. Our rating system is based off like the MMORPG looting system. Which is
okay.
Yeah, so, and we do a poll and like, okay, need means you absolutely must have this in your campaign as a DM or a player.
Right.
Greed means you think this is cool, you think this is great. You don't absolutely have to have it, but you do like it.
Mm-hmm.
And pass means you either don't like it, or maybe you do like it, but it's just not for you. Maybe it's Warlock Patron and you don't play Warlocks.
So it's that World of Warcraft system, because like
Yeah,
I only know about it
exactly.
because like my wife is like she had to go to rehab for World of Warcraft addiction because WoW crack is a very real thing.
Damn.
I should have. I've been playing since 2015. Hardcore rated PvPer. I'm addicted. I actually took a break last season because I'm like, with everything going on with my toddler's sleep schedule changing, it's hard to commit to this.
Every time there's a new season, I lose you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Contrary to popular
disappear.
belief, addiction is a commitment. Like you have to wake up every morning and be like, I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Right.
Ryan, that's how it's gonna be when Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. But you're lucky I don't have a PS5.
You know what,
that
Sam?
game is gonna steal my life.
We might be able to adjust that. You see, my father-in-law went and smashed a PS5, so I ended up picking that up out of the yard, and it's mine now. I just got to repair it.
I mean, if you repair a PS5,
there you go.
What led to that?
Now you're like
a whole lot of untreated mental health things.
Okay. I thought it was a bit. No.
No. He had a full-on episode.
Oh no.
He chased a dude with a pickaxe.
No bits here.
I'm gonna mute myself now. I'm just gonna shut up.
And I don't know if I could ever have an episode so intense that I would smash a PS5. Not because I really want a PS5 or I'm that big. Don't get me wrong. I'll pick PlayStation over Xbox. But just like, man, I if I didn't buy this, someone else did. I can't smash this. I'll punch a wall and patch it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like I learned how to patch holes, and then like I went. It's one of those things where like I tripped one night and fell into my wall. So instead of just repairing this massive me-sized hole in my wall, I'm just like, I'm just gonna cut the edges and turn it into a shelf. Little wall.
I saw that on the Discord. That's amazing.
just cut some 2x6s. Yeah,
improvise
it's good. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
That's how it was designed.
You know,
It was like this when I
incidentally,
got there.
2x6s fit D&D books just fine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, see?
Today you learned.
Maybe I'll smash some more walls.
Yeah. Make room for more books.
Yeah, you know, that D&D collection, like bookshelves aren't cheap.
Do what you gotta do.
Because books themselves are
They are
expensive,
not.
so, you know.
Right?
D&D books are forever. All right, wall space is temporary.
Exactly.
I guess walls are temporary.
These are load-bearing D&D books.
Exactly.
Sorry about the
Holding up
cough.
the
Like
ceiling.
the allergies got me all this week, and it's just like, it drains into my lungs. Like, ugh.
That sucks.
Oh,
Yeah,
This is
the
gonna
pollen
suck.
count is high this time of year.
God, I try to avoid going outside.
That's not very
Only
elven
all-
of you.
I'm on the human side when it comes to that.
I get that from my mother.
Mother would be ashamed of me because I am half wood elf. And I'm gonna chill in the tavern. Play
You're
my
just
songs.
like your father. Because I don't want to hang out in the sun all day? Get a sunburn? Fuck
I
that.
got sun,
like,
Mother.
Mothman.
I fell in poison ivy.
Changing my name to Hanz Just Human if you continue with that bullshit, Mom.
I might be half elven, but I'm half human too, Mom.
Honestly, that's
Yeah.
gotta be the best part
Accept
about
all
playing
of
a
me.
half-elf. Just the whole half the half everything.
Right.
You gotta reconcile the elven parent disappointment and like the human parent just like,
What if you have some,
God.
how do I deal?
some real like?
I have a character that's like opposed to that. I have a half elf ranger named Senelin Leapstrider, and he never knew his father, right? And he was raised in the wood elf community, and as he grew older, of course, he has very human features, and he's delusional in the sense like, no, I'm a wood elf. I'm a fucking wood elf.
I love it.
And at one point I was role playing him. I actually made him an EverQuest, and I was role playing him with my buddy who played a high elf. And I was like, man, I'm sick of, I'm tired of all these humans running through our forests and cutting these trees down and planting none in return. And my buddy, and he started role playing his high elf character, and he's like, yeah, I hate those humans, especially when there's one standing right in front of you. Like right now, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that would
suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would suck. But yeah, he did find out eventually from his mom's ex-lover that his dad was a human, and then that guy tried to kill him because right. Never would have guessed. Look at the fucking mirror. That guy tried to kill him, and he ended up killing him. And then his mom's like, "I'm sorry, I never told you." And he's like, "No, I'm a wood elf. That's all I know." And he doesn't speak common. And it's funny because when he's standing among other wood elves, he's like 6 foot tall, very like square jaw. He has to shave off his facial hair. He's obviously obviously half human. Yeah, but he's he's all about that wood elf life. It's a bit of self-induced delusion because he refused to accept. You refuse to accept anything else otherwise.
That's him, officer. That's the guy. The elf with the 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, the elf that's about 1.5 foot taller than all the other wood elves. And he just responds in.
He's like 6'2", 250. Like.
Yeah.
Man looks like he's an F-150.
You're right.
He drives a
right. Aside from a few facial features and his pointed ears, he's like a fucking human.
You know what? Sam brings up a very, very good point.
Do I?
What kind of what do you think a purebred wood elf would drive? The Subaru or F-150?
They would drive a hybrid.
They drive a Prius.
I would think so too.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Elves are very much a Prius people.
Yeah. Right. They're eco-friendly.
The half elves would drive a hybrid.
Whatever you Drows, they got like the big Ford trucks.
Right?
Drows don't care about the environment. Every drow just like as soon as you're born, you're issued a Hummer.
Right? Fuck off, surface dwellers.
I'm going to park in 3 parking spots.
Oh my god.
That is such a drow thing to do. And like someone rolls up like, yo, who parked in all these parking spots? I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Drow walks up. Beautiful drow lady. The fuck you gonna do to me?
I'm sorry, what did you say to me? Male?
Yeah. Exactly.
Did that male just speak to me?
What do you think? I'm not really even like a car guy. What do you think?
These surface-dwelling males got some nerve telling me that I can't park in a handicap space.
Right. If anyone's handicapped, it's you surface dwellers. Fuck off.
Oh.
Round ear looking fuck.
Right. I'm all about the drow snobbyism and superiority complex.
Oh yeah,
the jokes that I used to have Salvatore. Oh my god. I've gotten a lot less of that bullshit since I became Rao.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I kind of miss it. You're very dom. You're very dom.
Like I'm pretty sure. Like
I miss the way you talk to a half-breed surface dweller like me.
Hey yo.
Drows basically they were the pioneers that brought the Dommy Mommy to the TTRPG hobby.
Exactly.
I mean,
I was just going through.
Is right. Loth is like the queen of the goth chick.
Well, yeah.
I was just going through puberty when I learned about Matron Malice, and I already wanted her to spank me.
Oh my lord.
Loth is the BDSM queen because, like, that web gotta count for something.
Excuse me?
I just picture like Arachne from Monster Musume. Like,
yeah. But before I go too off the rails, Sam, what's the monster of the week?
Oh, Jesus, we had rails.
Unveiling the darkest secrets of the creature of the week. Sam's monster lore.
I love it.
That fucks.
It does. I like it. I'll cut it off there because it goes a while.
It does go for a long time. We need to cut it.
We do. Like I need, but at the same time, it's such a good solo. Like, how do I find it in myself to like
the background?
A fade. The fade would work. I can't bring myself to actually cut it.
I feel it. So
I need to.
This is a monster I was kind of thinking about last week, and I don't think I kind of hit this topic yet. So I thought it might be a good place to go. Nothing too crazy this time. I was looking through a list, and I was like, man, we need something that we like to talk about if we could take things in a fight, right? You know, realistically.
Yeah.
We're realistic guys.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think one of my solutions at one point was like, okay,
know where you stack up against certain creatures, right?
Yeah, you know, like, like you as you are now, like, okay, could you take this thing in a fight? And like, sometimes you just got to go out to your car, whip out the car battery, get some jumper cables, and just hook them up.
Yeah.
There you go.
In a fight, maybe not, but
yeah. It kind of depends. I like to go over the lore, kind of give you a general idea of like what.
Brown and I can sandwich it.
You know. Yeah. So this time, nothing too crazy. Let's talk about the Kappa, right?
Kappa.
I like Kappas. They're cool, little frog turtle guys.
Yeah, the little bowl of water on their head. Like
before I go into this topic, you ever seen a turtle skull?
No, but now I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. So I was at the Ivy, and like We're looking at, I like skulls. I'm a skull guy. I like bones and stuff. So I was looking at turtle skulls, and I didn't realize how much they look like dragons.
Well, dragon turtle, Sam.
Yeah, it tricked me out, and I was like, these are cool, and they were cheap too. I almost bought a couple.
I don't know. It's convention stuff. Like, how cheap is convention stuff?
I mean, those are like $20, $30, I guess. But they were like palm size, so they weren't too bad.
Do you know what type of turtle it was?
Soft shell turtle, I think. There were a couple different kinds.
Oh, okay,
they all kind of had like the long, kind of like. If I wanted to see like a snapping turtle, I bet that one looks cool.
Oh wow! I used to own a sulcata tortoise.
Ooh,
those are the third largest tortoise in the world.
Ooh.
Like they grow up to be big. Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be the ultimate like bard druid cosplay. You just kind of ride into town, sitting on your turtle,
right?
Playing your lute,
right. Go slow. That way, people can take their time and listen to you.
He's a traveling performer.
Anyway.
Now I miss my tortoise.
And I guess it is kind of on topic because they're kind of turtley, right?
It's turtley enough for the Turtle Club.
Yeah. They would not.
Turtle.
They may get accepted by the TMNT, right? Like they could be like a little brother.
Yeah. You know, like if they had a brother that could just be defeated by bowing.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Kappas were small with a stooped stance. Their main distinguishing features was a hard shell that covered their back. They had kind of like scaly, kind of like turtle, almost like alligator-ish, kind of skin. They had long and fat, pudgy heads. They had this like kind of indent on their head that was kind of like a bowl that could hold like water. They had a wide mouth filled with several rows of sharp hooked teeth. A thin row of hair encircled their head, and they had round eyes that were usually red or yellow in color. They were able to see underwater due to a transparent eyelid that covered their eyes when submerged, kind of like cool. Snakes or like turtles, I imagine.
Right,
like the classic.
And
turtle.
They did kind of have like a large beak-like nose. So being aquatic, they had webbed hands and feet. Their hands ended in sharp claws, while their feet resembled those of a large turtle. Instead of skin, they were very clammy. They were dark green with yellow spots. And apparently they smelled like fish. They had large bellies with a pouch. Kappas had evolved to
have marsupials?
I guess so.
Interesting.
Okay,
like weirder marsupials.
That's what catches me right there. They're like the kangaroos of yokai. They're just. I keep all my little Kappa babies up in this pouch right here.
I think it's like that. Like how turtles have like the soft shell. I think they have like
right,
but it's like a pouch.
Ooh, okay.
Like, I mean, it's like dragon tails, like where they got those little pouches.
And they were.
I forgot about that.
They were able to breathe both air and
I lived my entire adult life without remembering that. Take it back. Take it back.
Yeah, they're marsupials.
Oh my god.
About to run a Dragon Tales campaign where all Dragonborn are marsupials.
Oh my god, with pouches.
It's the buff that WotC won't give them.
Oh my god.
Right. I mean, if I'm playing one SFC, that's where I keep all my shit,
I think it'd be kind of
potions and
interesting
whatnot.
to play a Kappa as like a PC. Huh?
Yeah.
I could kind of see that.
Yeah.
I'd allow it.
So like I mentioned, the bowl type feature that was on top of their heads apparently gave them their strength and vitality. And it was said that if the water was spilled or ever displaced, the Kappa would die.
Okay.
Oh no! Why don't they have lids?
Yeah. Like,
I know, right?
I hook you up with my Tupperware dealer.
Right?
Or you could get some like cellophane wrap and just like put it on there. Maybe there's something significant to it, like being vulnerable, right? Like I don't know, kind of how I think about it. So getting to the
very convincing cup out of these guys.
Yes, like I can imagine plenty of shoguns being like, "Hey, I got this Kappa skull at this convention a while
That would be
back."
cool. Oh man. So getting into the ecology here, Kappas were aquatic creatures and therefore lived within bodies of water. They were amphibious, I believe it's called, when you can breathe both air and water.
Both air and water, yeah.
Yeah, but however, they were only able to live in fresh water, so rivers, ponds, and lakes.
Stay away from the ocean.
Long-term exposure to salt water was fatal. They made their lairs under the ground at the bottom of a lake, river, pond, or swamp. The entrance to their lair was covered with a pile of rocks, with a concealed entrance that led to a tunnel. At the end of the tunnel was a water-filled cavern where they made their home and hoarded their treasure. Their treasure was valuable items taken from their victims and stored in a hole hidden by large stone. And this is kind of in the Forgotten Realms, for the most part here.
Mm-hmm.
But I do go into their kind of real-life folklore a little bit.
All right.
So, female Kappa chose a male Kappa to mate and could lay up to 6 eggs per year, although only half eventually hatched. The female Kappa kept the eggs within her abdomen pouch and carried their young in it after they hatched for up to a year. Apparently, the Kappa matured quickly and were able to communicate, swim, and walk immediately upon hatching. And they could live.
So they just they just wake up and start speaking.
I'm hungry.
Oh, no,
I'm alive.
I at least have to wait a few
Dad
days before my kids start yelling at me like that.
Something I did not know, that there is apparently 2 Kappa subraces.
Oh,
Really?
Really?
Yeah, so there's the Kappa T. I don't know if it's Kappa T or Kappa Thai or whatever. Where subspecies of Kappa, they resembled a regular Kappa but were much larger, with an average height of 5 feet, 1.5 meters, and did not have a shell. They were also faster and stronger than a regular Kappa.
Well,
They lived alone and did not mingle with the regular Kappa, who considered them abhorrent. So they were kind of mutated, big brother,
outcast big boys.
Yeah. They would see it as a deformed baby, I imagine.
So are they like ninjas?
Aww.
Asking for a friend.
So I wonder if it was some of the eggs, only half of them are maybe regular Kappa, maybe one is Kappa T. And they're this one's not right.
Oh no, my third son is so ugly.
Yeah. And then
he doesn't have a shell.
It's
kind of big too.
Very kind of cool. And then another one was the vampiric Kappa. So
I wonder what's up with it.
Very rare subspecies. They shared the personality of a regular Kappa, but were slightly faster and heavier. Vampiric Kappa's eyes glowed a deep red. Like regular Kappa, they had scales, but theirs were far tougher. Vampiric Kappa were also much more intelligent and cunning. And in combat, they used an attack that distinguished them from other Kappa. Would bite a target, draining their strength. If the target somehow survived, there was a significant chance that it would contract the deadly disease, killing them unless healed. Vampiric Kappa were solitary and preyed on any living being, including regular Kappa.
Wow! So you got the jock sub race, and then you got the nerds.
The nerds
sub race Kappa. I love it.
The vampire kids.
The goth kids.
It makes me so sad that they use their gothicness for evil.
I wonder if they have
drain your strength.
Burgundy kind of skin color. That would be interesting. Or maybe a dark, maybe a black, like a swampier variant.
I want an underworld like movie. Where it's the goth Kappas versus the jock Kappas. Just fucking going at it like werewolves and vampires. I would fucking watch that.
Imagine.
That'd be epic.
So getting into the folklore a little bit here. I don't know how much you guys know about the yokai kind of belief systems and stuff like that. But a Kappa is a reptiloid kami with similarities to yokai found in traditional Japanese folklore. Kappa can become harmful when they're not respected as gods. They're typically depicted as green human-like beings with webbed hands and feet and turtle-like carapaces on their backs. A depression on its head, called its dish or its sara, retains water, and if this is damaged or its liquid is lost, the Kappa is severely weakened. Kappa are known to favor cucumbers and love to engage in sumo wrestling. They are often accused of assaulting humans in water and removing a mythical organ called the Shirokodama from their victim's anus.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, look,
I mean, that's painful.
I knew what the reaction to this was gonna be. Okay, I prepared for this, guys.
So
I did.
Okay,
the
so
research.
tell us about the mythical butt organ.
Yeah.
and how do I go about protecting it?
Yeah.
Look, I had the same reaction. I was like, they did what?
I wear
Why
like
are you
reverse
there?
cod piece.
Why? Like, what is this mythical organ, right? Like, so during the Edo period, they were monsters who had a particularly vicious method of killing their victims. And probably one of the strangest bits of Japanese folklore, it is said that human beings have something in their body called the Shirokodama, which translates to literally as a small anus ball.
Small anus ball?
They're stealing my butt balls?
Prostate out.
Yeah. Apparently, we have an organ. So the ball is nestled either immediately
Oh my
inside
God.
or deeper inside the intestines or the stomach.
The ball is stored in the butt.
So
Usually it's the other way around. Usually
Yeah.
you put beads.
Usually
into
it's
the butt.
something stored in the balls.
I even found a quote from a folklore / manga artist named Mizuki Shigeru. I think was a little interesting. So she said, "Ever since I was a child, I heard that I had to be careful in the water because a Kappa would try and take my Shirokodama. It was said that in the water, a Kappa would come from below, extend an arm upward, and stick a hand up your butt to extract the ball."
I would be so paranoid.
This is how you
why
get
some
kids
chicks
out of
like,
the
hey,
water.
Tell your kid this.
If some chick's like, hey, you want a pegging? I'm like, yeah, sure. Well, wait, no. No, you're just trying to take my Shirokodama, weren't you? No. Not today, Satan.
What a weird thing to like warn your kids about. Like, don't go in the river; they'll steal your butt. Like, what?
Yep. Oh man,
Why?
I'd swim
I
one-handed.
wanted to know,
One hand
like,
covering
what
my
this
butthole.
Actually, like, if this really exists, right? Like, so
I
no one
can
really
imagine
agreed.
this traumatizing so many little Japanese kids.
Yeah.
That they just like,
God.
dude, I ain't going to the water. They're going to steal my butt ball. I don't want
Like,
that.
out that damn
God.
lake, bro. Like,
I would be
That
that
incredible.
brat, that little asshole brat that would like swim with my brothers and sisters, and then just fucking while they're swimming innocently, they're just like, whoop!
Okay.
And scare the shit out of them, thinking, Kappa's trying to steal their butt ball.
So-
Have you ever scared
Their
somebody
organic anal
while being
bead.
underwater, Hans?
I
Like, have you
have.
ever
I
dove
I can't
under the
even
water
swim.
and grabbed somebody?
That's a
don't know if I
dangerous thing to
scared
do.
them, but I
People
think
get-
it was one of my cousins. I did. They were chests of water, but I dove up their feet and I tickled their feet, and I think that caught them off guard a bit. But yeah, and it was in the ocean. This wasn't in a pool.
Oh
So-
man,
that's
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 evil.
why I said I would be that asshole. I would be that brat that would.
I mean, surely everyone's done the like shark thing, right? Like,
yeah. But I think a lot of people like to mess with other people while you're in the water.
yeah,
But
you,
I
like,
can
pull their leg or
also
something.
imagine that there'd be like that one
Drown
guy
a little
that's
bit
just like,
for
you know what?
puppies.
Kappa ain't gonna get me. I got a plug. Nice. Not today, Kappa.
Kappa
Yeah,
never saw it
that's
coming.
That's why I keep a plug in there. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want
Yeah.
these
No
Kappas
other
to
reason.
steal my jewels.
Never go
Yeah.
swimming without it.
No other reason.
This is my swimming pool.
I would
Fine,
make
little
money
rhinestone.
out of that. I would have a butt plug stand in Kyoto,
Yeah.
Japan, and
You'd be at
by
the
the beach and be like, "Hey,
Oh.
don't go swimming. Don't go swimming without your butt plug."
Hey, make sure you got
I-
one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, make sure you got one.
I would tell everybody that Kappas were in salt water just to expand the business.
Yeah. Oh god.
Right? Oh yeah, they're down there too.
That lives in saltwater now. Like,
Yeah, they're cousins.
Come get them before they're gone. I got
Yeah.
different sizes, different colors.
Yeah, you know.
so
Oh my god.
according to like the doctors, right? No one really agrees on what this Shirokodama is. Some say that it's the human soul hardened into physical form.
In the butt?
I mean,
you know,
guess.
where
Some say
else
that
would you store your soul? You don't want it in some place that somebody's going to want to look.
So interesting
True.
enough, I found like, you know, like those like Japanese like paintings.
Oh yeah,
I found a bunch of those that kind of depict like scenes with kappas, or like a kappa like holding one. And so what it kind of looks like is the Buddhist hojo, or like a wish granting jewel. I don't know if you know what those look like, but it was like an onion shaped, kind of like teardropped, kind of like seed, I guess.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like, and for some reason it's like associated with the liver. So for, you know, because the shape of the bead or whatever kind of looks like a liver.
Oh, okay.
So
they're gonna steal my
so
liver.
some people think that, you know, maybe it's, oh, they feast, they like have like a delicacy for like livers or something. Or
Orcas
you know,
do that.
some people believe
I already want to use this as my campaign.
it's interesting.
Taking a long rest.
I didn't
Like,
know.
okay, buddy,
how
make a
interesting
make
this
a perception
really is.
check. Okay, 16. Okay, you feel a clawy turtle-like hand going up your asshole. Going up your asshole.
So apparently, in one story, or like a common like belief in some like cultures, right? It was believed that the Kappa paid the Shirokodama as like a tribute to this like apparent dragon king.
I'm hearing dragon cult right here.
Yeah, who like lives under the rivers and lakes, and who's apparently like this lord of all things under the water. Which I'm like, that could be interesting. Maybe there's like a Kappa king, right? And he's like, give me all these things from the surrounding like villages.
You know, dragons like to collect treasures and jewels.
And this would be like a unique, like, only the Kappa knows about this.
Yeah, only a Kappa has the ability to reach inside someone's ass and pull out the jewels.
Oh man.
Oh. Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Damn, you're killing me tonight, Sam.
I'm never gonna think about Kappa Mikey the same way again.
Dude, I
don't think I
saw this coming.
I don't think I could swim in fresh water ever the same way ever again.
So
not
I went in,
plug.
Found stab blocks.
Yep, not without my plug.
Abilities. You know, as I do, I kind of go over abilities and stats here, so we could see if one of them tried to pull up on us, we can take it. All right. Maybe this will ease your burdens a little bit. You know.
Maybe this will ease your butt.
Yeah. You can unclench and relax. Take out the plug. You know. Enjoy a nice swim in the lake or swamp, I guess.
Right. Well, as a bard, sometimes the pegging's welcome. What's a better word for it?
Get fisted.
Anal digging.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
So long as there's no eggs involved.
Yeah. So some adult male Kappa had the ability to innately cast spells. This ability was limited as they could only cast spells within 1 mile of their home, which is like their like nest, right? They were to cast most Wu Gen spells, which I didn't know what this meant, so I had to look it up, right? And apparently Wu Gen spells are kind of like the Chinese kind of like Taoistic magic, you know, kind of like more spiritual kind of a side to it.
That sounds like something that would have been real big in the Oriental Adventures, back in like a 3.5.
Yes,
absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that was interesting. So, and apparently they have a natural immunity to all water-based spells, as well as a natural ability to regenerate damage.
So you can't kill them with destroy water. Is what I'm hearing.
They're immune to water, which I guess is fair, you know.
Yeah, so you can't destroy their water.
Yeah. Getting into their stats here, they're nothing too crazy. They're a little strong.
I'm gonna put salt on it.
Yeah, and these are the stats for like the basic Kappa, right?
Like,
so we have like the strength of 18, dexterity of 14, constitution of 12, intelligence of 7, wisdom of 14, and charisma of 8. So, you know.
Well, I know that Hanz could out charisma them at least.
Yeah. You could seduce.
Yeah.
Do you want to seduce it? Get
how
stand up
would you,
for a different reason?
How would I do that? I would use my persuasion check with advantage and be like, hey, I'm all out of soul anal beads, but my friend Morale over there,
Girl, stop!
fucking 5 in there. Yeah,
You cannot have my bead.
He'd just be there on the side, just like, okay, well, what are you waiting for? Bend over and pick it up. And then when they're bending over, he kind of like dunks their head a little bit and tips out the water.
Right. Now, I would have misdirected them to Morale.
Yeah,
I'd either misdirect them to an enemy.
3.5, by the way. This is something I didn't know.
I'd just never go in the water again. I'd only take showers. I wouldn't even sit in a bathtub.
Too.
You know what?
Nope. That'd be it for
no
me.
water ever. You know what?
Nothing.
I only bathe in whiskey.
You are a cat.
Super sterile.
I am a cat. Are you suggesting tongue baths?
I can
Girl,
picture a barbarian that's just like,
tongue,
I'll never go in the water. Never again.
So last and not least, I can get into their kind of like natural feats here. They got amphibious, obviously. They can breathe air and water. They got expert wrestler. The Kappa can grapple creatures that are 2 sizes larger than itself. And can move at full speed when dragging a creature it has grappled.
Okay, so grappling, no-go. That's like going against a...
Sumo wrestler, right? They got the...
Yeah.
Catch it down.
Yeah.
And then we got
especially against the jock sub race. I'm good.
Oh yeah, imagine that.
I'll keep my raise.
I can imagine like you play a PC who's like one of those big ones. That'd be interesting.
It seems like
you
with the
like
stats you mentioned earlier, they'd have like a Olympic level wrestling strength.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You play like a grappler. Anyway, we got the head bowl. The Kappa has a bowl-like indentation on its head, which holds water from the rivers or lakes where it lives. The Kappa head bowl is empty. It has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the bowl is refilled with water. Normal movement in combat does not cause water to spill from the bowl, but an opponent can empty the bowl by knocking the Kappa prone or by making 2 successful grapple checks. One to grab the Kappa and one to tip
straw.
And something interesting with them being kind of cunning and like a little bit smart. So you could probably make a deal with one, right? What if you like ransom its water and you like make it get stuff?
What if I pulled out a bottle and I played Gotcha Water?
And you like like steal its water and you're like, you want this? Like
it's gonna cost you, buddy.
Pour out your fucking bowl, boy.
Right.
Oh, if only there was water around.
It's like holding a gun to someone. All right, stop, and then you slowly pour some of it out.
Unfortunately, they are slippery, right? They have advantage on ability checks and saving throws made to escape of death. They are also sure-footed. Kappa has advantage on strength and dexterity saving throws made against effects that would not be harmed. So good luck.
So, grapple kings, right there.
They're if you let them grab you, you're kind of cooked, bro.
You just have to be more than 2 sizes bigger than them.
Yeah. Or, if it tries to get in and get close, just like kick it in the head, I guess. I don't know.
Or fly.
Right?
Everybody has wings.
Fly,
I just stay at range and shoot arrows at the bowl.
I do believe normal Kappas are only like 3.5, 4 feet tall, right? They're kind of like goblin size.
So, you know what? I'm proficient in child throwing. So I think...
yeah, they're like a decent child, right? How many kids do you think you could beat up and if they were in rounds? And there was a boss.
How many intelligent children do you think you could successfully incapacitate?
Right.
You know what? I have being a father of 4. I think I got this one.
Would you rather fight a man-sized Kappa or 50 toddler-sized Kappa?
Jesus.
I'd go
50
1-on-1. Are you kidding me?
Even 1-on-1.
So
I'd rather have one thing stick its hand up my butt than 50.
Honestly,
you know what? That's a very different scenario.
You probably could.
Can you imagine 5 of them trying to open your anus at once?
I don't want to think about this.
Think about it.
On land, imagine you like catch one in your yard, right? Like, you're like, what are you doing here?
This is a pool. Go away.
Yeah, it's like trapped in your pool. It's like, where am I?
walk out with like
getting a
a
duck
whole
stuck in your pool, but worse. But so much worse.
Joke's on you, buddy. Whips out a whole thing of chlorine.
Fill its head with pool water. And
I just imagine the babies coming out of the egg. Just imagine the babies coming out of the egg, and their first words are "anal ball, anal ball." He's running around aimlessly, "anal ball."
Has never been the same.
His
We don't
first
invite him
words.
to parties anymore.
His first words: buttholes.
Butthole,
Buttholes.
ball.
I see.
This is
I want
already
to
in
play a
my
Kappa.
this is already in my mind, making for like an incredible game session.
Oh, dear.
But I don't know. What do you think, Orion? Think you could take one?
You know what? I think I can. If on the IRL fight score, I'd say I'd give that a 7, because I think that if the smaller ones, throwable, and if it's throwable, it's spillable. Other than that,
There you
my
go.
main strategy is busting those kneecaps. Try grappling.
It can't grapple you with no knees.
You can't grapple if you don't have knees. Like
Or
the
like
big
elbows, right?
the big thing that I've learned, like I've been watching this anime. There's originally a webtoon called Viral Hit, and like one of the early episodes is just like how to beat a grappler. And like the long story short is, you don't unless you're really good at being able to get in a couple solid hits from range, so that before they can get you.
You got to be able to like maintain the range, right?
Yeah, you got to make sure that you got that range, so that they don't get you. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
You got to be as slippery or even more, like right, like
Cover yourself in oil.
if they
No,
cover yourself in
repel.
oil.
Yeah, there goes your Greco-Roman wrestling now,
This is why I've
bitch.
been buttering myself up every day for the last 2 years. I've been preparing for the Kappa fight, man.
Right?
Why are you doing this?
Skin
Kappas?
all oiled up,
No other
and
reason.
butthole plugged. Bring it.
I got my plug, and I got 2 big bottles of olive oil. It just starts
Your neighbors
Right.
stop
dumping them all
inviting
over
you to
yourself like you're
parties.
Dwayne Johnson.
Right? Am I going
I'm
to a
sure.
Kappa fight or going to Morale's house party?
Either
Either way,
There's
I'm
gonna be
prepared.
So both.
Oh, there's gonna be Kappas there. Okay.
Look, I can imagine they like the party. I'm sure.
I can imagine they're party
I feel
dudes.
like
If they
little
like
head full
treasure,
with, like,
I'm
booze.
sure you could like.
Just triple second there.
God.
Just pour a little bit in.
Dead.
You know how vampires have those party where they have like the sacrificial mortal that they can drink blood from? So in the Kappa party, it's like that, but you got the sacrificial guy with the anal soul still in him. And then the party, you just fucking run around and chase them in
I
the
heard there
house.
was gonna be cake. Oh,
I kind of like to imagine that because like it's very common in like Japanese folklore that they like have like the chi, right, or like the soul in the body.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're looking for, right?
They're going to steal my key?
Yeah, maybe they're trying to
What?
steal like your like essence or something, and like that's the only way they know how to reach it.
that's incredible. And I'm
I
gonna
mean,
think
if
about
you
that
went
every
with
time a friend of mine
that-
plays the monk.
If,
Yeah.
if I
You know
could
where the
keep my
key
keys
stored?
up there, they would never be lost.
Dude, and I was thinking about this when I was looking up like the Wujen spells and stuff. They seem kind of like they would be like a monk thing.
Give the
I don't
Wujin
know.
abilities to the monks?
Yeah, maybe there could be like a monastic tradition with for like the Wujen or something.
Ooh, that's a homebrew in the making.
Yeah, that could be interesting. It is a
Way of the
3-5.
anal soul stealing.
it is a 3-5 kind of like spell module, you know.
Way of the
Or whatever.
fisting master.
So I mean, I'm sure you could translate it to 5e. Sure, it wouldn't be too hard.
Nice.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, that is all I have for the Kappa today. Hope you guys
Very
like
that was
awesome.
incredible.
I dig it. That was amazing. I want to play one.
it. Yeah, I'm
And I'm gonna
kind of
have Groot-
interested in the Kappa now. Like,
Yeah.
it got my
Yeah.
attention.
Well, what do
I
you
want
guys
to play
think?
one
Did
with
you
Groot
take one in the
syndrome
fight?
and
I didn't think they were
shit.
so interesting.
You know what? As Hanz Halfelven, I would have to keep range, keep singing to it, calm down, and wait till my friends come in and jump it.
I mean,
I am not
charisma
going
is
near
pretty
anything.
low, right? So I mean, it's not
Yeah.
that smart. I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
You could try.
Yeah, either that or I try to fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll see your anal centipede.
It likes treasure. You offer it something better, right? Like,
Yeah, I got a better treasure.
How about I reach
Right?
in your butt?
Ever have,
Oh, flip the script.
right? Ever have a human and an elf in you at the same time?
Hey,
Mr.
yo.
Kappa?
Multitasking. All right. So what was
yeah,
that?
I'd play one.
Nice.
I'd play one.
I wonder if there is a.
Mine would have Groot syndrome, though, where the only thing she can say is anal, butthole, anal, butthole.
Girl.
Kappa 5th edition SRD. Ooh.
Oh,
His
Yeah,
name is Butthole.
This is what I use for the stat.
He named himself.
Right?
He's
What's your
named
name?
after his
Anal,
first
butthole.
Kappa creature. Yokai PC races for 5e.
Ah, there we go.
Kappa homebrew race on Reddit. Oh, it has been deleted though.
Oh, no.
All right.
Anyway,
Somebody took their butt ball.
speaking of,
Yeah.
were we in the homebrew segment yet or not yet?
Not quite yet. Oh, almost. I'm gonna jump right into the nerd news. We only got
Yeah,
a couple
do we have
things
news?
this week, so one is kind of like it. We're leaning a little bit more Magic the Gathering this week on some of the news, but I think you'll find it interesting.
Cool.
This is TNM, bringing you Nerd News.
All right. This week in nerd news, so WotC has released another secret lair with some Baldur's Gate 3 Easter eggs. If any of you have played some Baldur's Gate 3, get that digital D&D experience. They have taken two of the Origins characters and given them their own card. So that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
That is interesting.
Astarion and Karlak.
Karlak. I knew it. I knew it.
As a
Two of the most
legendary
popular.
creature, so it's just like
Karlak.
you can have a Karlak commander deck. All
Baldur's
you gotta
Gate
do
3?
is just go mono red.
Oh, this is the red girl. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The red girl.
Tiefling barbarian.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And what's the other one?
Astarion, the vampire dude.
Oh, yeah, the one everyone wanted to fuck. Right.
Yeah, like my wife. She can't get enough Astarion.
Yeah, my wife is head over
My
or
wife.
Astarion. Neil Nippon.
Let's just
I'm all about
face it.
Shadowheart.
Everybody's wife is leaving them for Astarion.
Right?
Lisa's not the bear, am I right?
Oh, Halson? Are you kidding me?
Halson's awesome.
I saw a post on Facebook
Halson?
earlier.
You mean Hunkson?
I had like
I'm
the
just saying.
stats for,
Oh,
like, how many
yeah.
people went
He
for
can
that
grab
ending.
my bead.
Halson's
A
great.
lot of people went
Oh,
for
yeah.
that ending, man.
Damn.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be Karlak and Astarion the moment you were saying it.
They are kind of top tier in terms of that. I mean, like, my dad started playing it, and like, all I've gotten out of that is he likes Astarion, and he can't stand dealing with Shadowheart and Gale.
What? Shadowheart's a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those-
Sure.
Shadowheart's a slow burn. You got to get invested in that one. That being
Oh,
said,
I'm very
Shadowheart
invested.
was my first romance character in the game, so I can't say anything. I like Shadowheart.
Oh no, Shadowheart is.
Nice. Shadowheart is my only romance
gosh.
character. Except for my current honor mode run, because that character doesn't like
It's
girls.
cute. I feel like I would go for her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karlak is just amazing. The ending for my playthrough is very unique, where it's just like, I had romanced Shadowheart, but at the end of it, I'm just like, Will, Karlak, we're going to hell. We'll see you later, Shadowheart. I'll be back late in a few months. I'm going to go adventuring with my friends. Just like,
You're right back and going to hell.
That's the reason why I didn't go to Avernus with Will and Karlak. I'm like, I'm gonna start a family with this girl.
Like, I want a future. Man.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's just,
you guys go off.
yeah. It's just one of those things where it was a very I felt like it was kind of a weird ending because like you get your love interest, but it's like we got to help the homies.
Homies help homies.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, if there was an option to have a little house in Avernus, like me and Shadowheart can start a family, you know, in fucking hell, sure, I'd help Will and Carlac.
Yeah, in the first circle, maybe the second, you know. None of the crazy planes, you know.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's a little hot. It's fine.
Only a little bit. It's like a summer in Arizona.
I think objectively my drow would not like it that much, but you know.
Of course. I think in one of the when my wife.
Yes, I played.
Then
a
it
male
doesn't
drow.
matter.
Yeah.
I think when my wife romanced Astarion on one of her characters, I think it was one of the drow characters. Yeah, they ended up like you know like the 6 months before the epilogue, that they ended up like living out in the Underdark because Astarion was not dead, so he still had to stay out of the sun. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah, my wife got all upset when she got her ending with Astarion, where he's like all ascended vampire, then he just kind of turns into a complete douche and doesn't care.
Oh yeah. If you ascend Astarion, he'll be a complete dick.
It's just like in my playthrough, I barely used Astarion, and it's just like he became a pretty nice guy in the prologue. I'm like, okay, you know, I support you trying to be a nice guy.
Right.
All right. Other D&D news. This one is kind of I debated on whether or not I wanted to even bring it up, just because like people get so touchy about election stuff. But apparently, one of the people selected to be a vice president running mate plays Magic the Gathering, and that made some nerd news.
That is interesting.
Yeah, but like
what kind of deck you run?
That was my first question. Like, I'm like, okay.
Anything financial.
I just look at this and I'm just like, okay, go through the entire article. It doesn't say what deck he runs.
They're not giving us the real information.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's politics right
the
there.
Government and their lies,
you can't
man.
tell me.
They want to keep the secrets.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just
he's
like,
a politician, so he runs a red deck, and it's all goblins every fucking turn.
yeah.
That only costs like fucking 1 land to tap, and then he kills you before you can even get your first
man. It might be a
monster
blue.
out.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, you thinking blue?
Maybe. You know, maybe he runs the good old red, white, and blue deck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I don't know. You can tell a lot about a person
I haven't
by
played
what they
Magic
run.
in a while, but I want to run a red, white, and blue.
Dude,
White, and blue deck.
What was that guy from Yu-Gi-Oh who's like American?
Who
like pulled a gun
Keith.
on
Bandit Keith.
Pegasus? Yeah. He fucking pulled a gun on Pegasus in the tournament.
Yeah, like I guess Trump's running mate JD Vance, like they've been making fun of him in some of the interviews, saying that he's got dorky hobbies like playing Magic the Gathering, and it's just like,
wait, both the VPs running play Magic?
No, so far it seems like it's just JD Vance, which is Trump's running mate.
I thought Harris's running mate. Because if they both played Magic, fuck the debates. They should just go at it.
Yes,
yeah,
that's it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
they gotta have a Magic.
Honestly, we're starting to get more and more of these politicians playing Magic, and
Look,
like,
it's a new generation. Man.
You know what? That's what I'm all about. Like, do you know they got like that one senator, Marjorie Taylor Greene, whose initials are MTG, to play Magic the Gathering in a stream, and it's just like, okay, that's a start.
Look,
that's a start.
I've been seeing a lot of streamers hanging out with politicians lately. Maybe it's possible, man.
Maybe. I mean, we can cross the streams.
Politicians into TTRPG.
Yeah. You know, I think that a little bit getting politicians to play D&D and Magic might make them better people.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a long shot. It's a long shot.
Right. Because TTRPG tables is where we forget about all our differences, all our different whatnot. And we just have fun and we party and we vibe and play. Maybe if politicians learn how to do that, maybe, maybe they can. Maybe they.
Like, If we should just have a government-mandated weekly D&D
Yes.
game night.
Yes. Yes.
So, like,
forget your this, forget your
great
that.
way to make
Well,
people
you know.
hate D&D.
Yeah,
It's a great way to ruin everything.
Yeah.
It
Maybe
really
not
would.
mandated. Maybe
Look,
voluntary.
we just
but, you know.
need some of them, like the Senate members or whatever, to have like a critical role type, like.
Apparently,
That
it
would be
says-
entertaining. That would be entertaining as fuck. But considering their age, it might as well be AARPG.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's crazy, man. I really wish the article mentioned what deck he runs, because, like, you know, you could, like I said before, you can tell a lot about a person by what they got in their deck.
I mean, that is true.
Right? This is true. This is true.
It's like,
So I thought it was the other guy.
you know what?
I'm still going with Fast Red with a bunch of goblins.
Kinda lost me.
Yeah, honestly, I would love to see politicians just like, it'd be like Yu-Gi-Oh! Forget debates. We settled this
Look,
with a duel.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been wanting this whole time.
Oh my god.
Right.
Fuck the argument, bust out the Beyblade arena. All right, we're getting serious here.
There you go.
Beyblades you need a license to carry one of those things. You can destroy a tank with a Beyblade. I saw the show.
Wow.
With the Red Sea, right? Moses did it.
Yeah, you split the sea.
It's
Okay.
canon.
The
Canon Beyblade
last
uses.
piece of little D&D news that I got here also comes from Wargamer, and it's just a little bit of a kind of an update to what some of the crafting rules, a little bit of preview for that for the 2024 D&D is shaping up to look like.
Oh,
And
can you make magic items now?
Ooh.
yes,
Thank fuck.
I think so. I was kind of skimming through it, so I'm not 100% because I'm lazy with that. But at the bare minimum, it's better with, like, right now it's looking a little bit better with some of the stuff. Like, they're really leaning into the Xanathar's crafting, which
Nice. I like Xanathar's crafting.
kind of improving on it a little bit,
Nice.
which is, you know, it's a start, you know, because there wasn't really that much. I don't think there was any crafting anything in the PHB when it first came out.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's a step in the right
Yeah.
direction. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
brewer supplies
I mean-
being used to craft antitoxin.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I feel like using like the crafting idea as a whole is just a way to open people's like creativity, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, there's millions of people that play MMOs just to craft.
look,
Yeah.
when
I'm
we
pretty
get into
sure.
our homebrew, I'm going to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart. and I mentioned
Nice.
like Monster Hunter earlier. You know, I love the whole
yes.
idea of like crafting from the things you fight, like, you know, using them to like better and enhance yourself.
It actually also includes examples for each of the tools that you can use, for examples on what you can craft, which I think will help a lot of players out with the more stickler DMs that are just like, oh, I play by the book.
Yeah,
like,
rulers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like players really do need a little bit more to work with for those kind of DMs, and I'm glad that they're finally giving them
That's
a
fair.
little bit of that.
Yeah, absolutely. There are DMs like that. Well, that doesn't exist. I'm not even going to bother with it. So they'll be like, hey, right here.
Exactly.
It's official.
Like, it's a right here officially says Tinker's tools. You can make a musket, a pistol, a bell, a bullseye lantern, a
Sweet.
flask, hooded lantern, hunting trap, locks, manacles, mirror,
Nice.
shovel, whistle, a tinderbox. Or like Smith's tools.
Okay, then there's always the
exactly what you'd
chance
expect
to
you'd be able to make
Add
with Smith's
magic
tools.
effects to things is always fun.
Hell, like, let's see. Woodcarver's
Yeah, magic
tools.
and-
You can make a staff, a club, ranged weapons, except for like
Nice.
pistols and stuff. But like, lots of stuff that you can just make with these things. Like
Nice.
a lot of DMs would have hand waved, but you know, it's good to have it in writing.
Yeah, for sure. Not only can you use those items, you can also sell them. You can
Yeah.
trade with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big thing is like by putting that in the new PHB, it's going to make it so that players know that it's an option. Because a lot of players just like, oh, well, I got this tool proficiency. Let me just never use it.
Yeah, literally.
Especially if you come from an MMORPG background where, pretty much all the big name MMO had some sort of crafting in them. They're going to like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, as long as it's laid out for people to get an idea of what they can make.
Yeah, right?
For sure.
Yeah, give a player a box, they'll think outside of it,
Yeah, exactly. Teach them how to fish, right?
Very much so. All right, Sam, you wanted to get into our homebrew, so without further ado...
Generic realm, lots of fun, excellent.
I'm down for the generic realm.
Always ready to head to the generic realms.
You're looking at the thing that we talked about earlier, right, Sam?
I am, yeah. You sent this to me, and it is interesting. I was reading through it a little bit, and I like the options here. I like the kind of direction that it lets you go.
So people can see that.
Yeah, I'll kind of just like go over the little sections here and kind of pick a few to kind of talk about.
All right. There we go. And I'll just adjust that. All right. Tell us about it, Sam.
So getting into I believe this is called Using the Whole Monster by Goblin Boy 123 on the Reddit. Shout out to them. So it goes over talking about monster crafting and carving and things like that, and butchering and the uses that you can get out of creatures outside of just the one or two, magic item utensils. Right.
A real waste not want not kind of situation.
Oh god, why am I zoomed in a billion?
Yeah, like I can go over some of the stuff as you go through it.
Yeah, so we have, hello, young adventurers. My name is Warfy Wormwood. I am what you might call a monster hunter. Where I'm from, we who hunt monsters are called Grim. The slayers may go by a different name wherever you hail from. Hunting evil monsters is no small task, and after you've defeated one, you deserve a reward. Well, good news, pretty much all monsters have valuable arcane organs that can be harvested and crafted into powerful magical items. Below is my third guide on monster crafting.
Right.
So
that's pretty awesome right there. Just because
it's like delicious in dungeon, but you're not making food. You're making
dungeon meshy is so good.
Right.
Exactly like that. So next we have the butchering DC. The butchering DC listed under the items in the harvesting section is the DC that allows for an organ to be harvested successfully. You can only fail 5 checks per monster. The check can be for any skill the DM deems appropriate in the situation. For example, sleight of hand may be used to skin a corpse delicately, while medicine may be used to know how to remove bones and organs without damaging them. You receive all ingredients when you meet the DC for them, unless the ingredient has already been harvested from the specific corpse. Should the party fail all 5 of their skill checks, any unharvested organs are considered ruined. Rolling a natural 1 counts as 2 failed attempts, obviously.
Ooh, okay. I like those mechanics.
Yeah, it gives a limit so that the players aren't overly getting too much out of a corpse.
Yeah.
So it's
right. You're not filling your bag with random organs.
Yeah. A bit more grounded too.
Next, we have how monster crafting works. Each monster in the supplement has requirements a PC must meet before they can craft it, tool requirements, proficiencies, etc. If this item has a tool or skill proficiency listed, the PC must have access to said tool and proficiency with said tool. Ingredients, the player must have all listed ingredients or suitable substitute to the DM's discretion. And then you can kind of imagine, you could find recipes, you could create recipes, you can kind of really get into maybe if monster breathes fire, you take their fire breathing organs, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The flame pouch.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have kind of goes over a couple of different monsters here. One I think that is a little interesting. I'll talk about a cloaker on one of our episodes.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I talked about, I think, classic that you could create the cloaker hide cloak, right? kind of give yourself that ability to like cloak into shadow or whatever they do.
Yeah, I mean, who
Cool.
hasn't
But you
skinned a
also-
displacer beast because they wanted to be able
Yeah.
to, you know, do some of the displacer beast stuff?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, like a couple interesting things, you have the cloaker brain. You know, cloakers are intelligent but have alien consciousnesses, vastly different from ours. They communicate through subsonic moans inaudible to most creatures. If you eat a cloaker brain whole, you gain the ability to speak and understand their language for 24 hours.
Oh,
Or you can
okay.
use it to
Sweet.
craft a nightmare bomb.
Oh, this is cool. So, like, each page basically has like a monster to it with various pieces that you can harvest,
Yeah.
and what you can get out of making those and crafting. So that's awesome.
If like harpy
Nice.
wings, right? Heavier than they look, smelly as you expect. Go ahead and eat them if you're not squeamish. And I imagine you could also, turn them into things with the feathers, right? Like this says here, oily black and almost mirror smooth. These obviously don't belong on a normal creature. The oil, when harvested, acts as a natural pain reliever in the throat and mouth, making it a favorite tool of singers, dentists, and courtesans alike. Or they can be made into harpy feather quills.
I see.
Yeah, right. So it gets
that got
pretty
spicy real quick.
Oh, did it? I didn't even.
Are you taking notes, Hans?
I'm taking notes, mental notes at least.
I mean, singers, dentists,
And courtesans.
I don't know what a courtesan
Courtesans?
is. What's that?
Does our bard want to explain things to Sam?
What's a courtesan?
Courtesan, isn't that a messenger?
Do I need to look that up? What is a courtesan?
He's looking it up.
Incredible.
So, okay, I see.
You-
So
Yeah.
mainly in historical context,
Oh.
a prostitute,
Okay.
especially one with wealthy or upper class clients. Oh, okay, it's like an escort. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Okay. So the people I see at the open clam. Got it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a courier you were thinking of, Hans.
As a courier, I'm thinking of. You're right.
You know,
Ah,
and
yes, I went to the post office. There were so
Hey.
many courtesans.
Hey, they both send good things my way. Okay.
Oh, that's actually really funny.
Yeah, but I imagine the DM.
I
kind
went
of
to
like
the
throw
post
out
office
ideas
to send a letter. Came back with syphilis.
Ooh, a wyvern? Okay, yeah, the wyvern stinger, the wyvern skull. Yeah, it kind of goes. It even goes into like the sale price for like the bones.
Oh yeah, that
Like I
is
just
pretty helpful.
went to a convention. People buy bones, bro. Like
They do.
especially dragon
that
and
vulture
wyvern
culture.
bones. And we got wyvern venom. Ooh,
Ooh.
yeah, a lot of ideas. I like it.
Ooh, even ghosts, you can get their ectoplasm.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh shit.
There's a lot of ideas.
You
A
can
lot of,
steal their memories.
Ooh.
And
I dig
ghostly
this.
That
wrappings.
sucks, kinda.
yeah.
That's horrible.
I wish I had implemented something like this in my home campaign before, because my wife and my sister-in-law, they love to salvage shit from corpse just for fun. Just for fun. Like, I'm gonna take this orc teeth and I'm gonna make a necklace out of it, or I'm gonna take this. They always take some sort of something from the corpse as
Like I did mention, I am kind of planning to run a Monster Hunter one shot
Yes.
pretty soon, hopefully.
Cool.
So this is like especially kind of like topical, right? Like
Yeah.
Useful, I bet.
yeah, I like it. It's a really good idea. And it's kind of like it's giving me a lot of like ideas for what I was already kind of thinking.
Yeah, that's why I sent it to you. I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Shout out to homeboy Goblin Boy 123. Thank you for making it.
Thank you.
All right. And next up, we have. I decided to keep it rather simple this week.
Yeah, because I'd be empty.
You know me. I love my spells. And this week, we have the vulnerability spell. It's a
Oh.
4th level necromancy spell.
Nice.
Adjust this because it don't want to
A
do.
good old buff.
There it is. Now everyone can read the whole thing.
Does it kind of fits the idea of like a curse, doesn't it?
Well, vulnerability, casting time, 1 action, got a range of 60 feet.
Yeah,
the components I find interesting because it's got the verbal and somatic, but for material, a dead sparrow with its wings cut.
Cut off or just kind of like cut?
Maybe
Cut.
clipped?
Oh, clip the wing. Oh.
Huh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, that's very like thematic, right? I like
Yeah.
that.
Let's see, concentration lasts up to a minute. You curse a creature within range with a fatal weakness. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or become vulnerable to a damage type of your choice for the duration.
The
The target cannot become vulnerable to a damage type it is resistant or immune to.
Okay, so you could like give them a fire weakness if you have like a pyromancer on your team, and now they're getting bodied by the first spell. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
like the necromancer and like your resident elementalist of the party are like can kind of come together and tactically, and I love.
Or if you have like a paladin or a cleric, we can make the holy, right?
Yeah, you could choose radiant or
Radiant.
say
Nice.
force. Like there's tons of things that are not resistant or immune to like psychic.
True. And I like that it's a charisma saving throw and not like a constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I especially like that as a charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
And at higher levels, you can increase the number of targets.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
It's
damn.
Kind of like a more specific hex, right?
Yeah. And I really like that because just being able to give vulnerabilities. 5th edition does not do much with vulnerabilities. It's very little.
Yeah.
So, if you can't get enough vulnerabilities, it's time to make your own.
Honestly, because a lot of monsters, when I talk a lot about monsters, a lot of monsters have like resistances, right? A lot of them have like natural, heightened abilities against something, like the Kappa, right? Immune to water.
Right.
Boom. Now you can make it weak to fire, right? Like,
yeah,
you're cooking that boy, literally.
Yeah, that's a turtle soup.
Some fucking turtle soup. Yeah. Exactly.
I wonder if that's any good. Like, I've heard people talk about turtle
soup. I've heard people eat it. Turtle soup? Yeah. People eat like alligator and stuff too.
I grew up loving turtles as a kid for a pet. I don't think I could do it, just mentally.
Yeah,
probably not.
I get that.
Yeah, but it's something I would use. And something that I kind of like I like when spells have components. I like when people use their components.
How do you just brandish a bird?
Yeah, you just pull a bird out of your pocket.
Pocket bird. I want a mini quest where I hunt down the sparrow.
This is something like you wake up in the morning and you go get a bird. Like,
right. I think we need to insist on more material components for casters, just because that's everyone complains about the martial caster divide. That really diminishes the moment you start demanding that the caster go find a bird.
Yeah, a lot of spells have a lot of like strange or like very specific components. Like a lot of people ignore them.
Bat guano.
Yeah, like a lot of people ignore.
I need
the
bat
components
shit to fire my fires.
They're just casting their shit. But like, if you really keep up with that, it could be kind of tricky because who's just carrying?
That sounds more interesting than finding a sparrow. I just imagine myself finding a bat and be like, shit, you motherfucker, shit.
You just have a pet bat and you're just farming your guano.
I need this fireball, please.
Shit, like your life depends on
time.
And then I guess you got to go into the fact of now you're collecting bat guano, and good luck with the asbestos, right? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't think that's what you meant to say, Sam, but I'm going with it.
You know what I mean.
Asbestos?
I don't know. Whatever it's called. Isn't it like toxic to be around like bat guano and shit? Like,
it's something like that. This spell is, let's see, Reddit user Ariadne Stringweaver. That sounds World of Warcraft-ish.
It does sound.
It does.
What is it called?
Ariadne Stringweaver.
Apparently, the dangerous part of bat guano is I didn't have my hand up. Was that was spooky to me. Is a fungus that causes histoplasmosis, a respiratory disease.
Yeah. It was always something because I remember always hearing that like
asbestos, courier,
right, and there's a ton of like bats, like bats have been living in like your ceilings or something, right?
Maybe you were thinking like of getting like mesothelioma.
No,
if you were a loved one.
If you or a loved one spend excessive time gathering bat guano for local wizards in the military, you might be entitled to some compensation.
Right.
I think I'd rather work in the mines.
The mines are where the bats are living.
The bat
not to mention Favorite Peta going after you for fucking harassing the bats for poop in the first place.
Like, I'm gonna start harassing casters if they want to cast their fireball in these rooms.
Do you have poop? You have poop on you?
Where's your poop, man? When was the last time you were in a cave, huh?
I like the idea of changing the damage type of fireball and demanding that you find like a different kind of like animal poop to use for it.
Oh my god!
Wait, why isn't the material component for fireball like ash or like like a spark powder or something?
Why is it that shit?
Why is it bad?
Well, it has a high sulfur content.
Oh, that makes sense.
And like sulfur is one of the primary components when making gunpowder.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
to be honest, if a player told me, "Hey, I only got monkey shit," yeah, go for it. I'm gonna have the fireball do something completely wild.
Yeah, the fire is like blue.
I like the idea of substituting components and having your spell go haywire.
Yeah.
So what type of animals would change the element?
Maybe like creatures that are like elementally aligned, you know?
Yeah, like a Yeti shit gives you an ice bomb.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like if you have like a shadow creatures shit or something. Maybe it's like a
bat
turns it into a water ball.
No, not like a bat.
But Sam, bats are like dark types.
Like a cloaker, right? Cloaker shit, I imagine, would do something weird.
Yeah, cover everything in ink.
What's the CR of a bat compared to a Yeti and a cloaker?
Like 1/4?
1/8?
Okay, so what other 1/4 things? Like a mean snail?
A cat? I don't know.
A cat?
I think a snail, like if you just take a whole snail, you get some acid damage.
Maybe.
There you go.
Some like poisonous like spiders or something? I don't know.
Yeah, just...
It's gotta be like combustible, right?
I'm gonna
maybe
cast
like
my
cow
fireball with a handful of poison spiders.
I cast spider ball.
Spider ball.
What's up? What are we even talking about?
Spider ball Z. All right. Well, I think that's about what we got right there for the show, you guys. It's been a blast having you guys on. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Hanz Halfelven. That's really only where you can find me. I do have a Twitter, X account, YouTube, but I don't really post on it. To be honest, I don't like other forms of social. I don't like social media at all.
Neither do I. I use Twitter to get guests, and like I'll post some stuff here and there. Like, oh, well, maybe this will make people want to be guests, and that'd be cool.
And Morale, where can people find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Hanz Halfelven. Nice. I'm there every Tuesday, basically.
You're like, I also am there.
I am also there. You can also find me at twitch.tv/RowNow whenever I actually stream, which happens sometimes.
You know, also cool, if you like these people, you can also find them in our Discord now.
Yeah.
Imagine that. We're kind of collecting a bunch of cool people in our Discord.
Oh yeah.
You can also find me at the Salty Kraken Tavern. You can find me on the Third Gallon Podcast if you want to keep on listening to this sexy voice.
Oh yeah.
Be more of this awesome model. Hell yeah.
Honestly, it's just so much fun having the little VTuber thing.
It's very distracting.
Right.
I love it.
Oh, you like the physics?
I do.
I
I like the
love
little earrings
physics.
and the hair. It's great.
And if you're in the market for some sick ass character art, I happen to have a Fiverr. That
Nice.
is at drow_now because I have not rebranded there.
And I have put
I was
that
just
in the
about to
description.
say, next time I want to see
So
the
people can
wings
find
flap, and look at them doing it. Like,
Oh yeah, they've been doing that the whole time.
have they? I haven't noticed.
They are synced up to the smile.
Oh, that's so
Hell yeah.
cool. Oh,
that's
nice.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Dope.
And
This has
the
been
eyes
awesome.
shrink whenever I open them really wide. Like the pupils. Hang on, let me zoom in real quick.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
Whoa.
Right.
Oh, wow. You got the real cat eye thing going on.
Yep.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. This has been fun.
Thank you for having us.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
I had a lot of fun
It was a
today.
lot of fun.
And you're always welcome to come back on. We loved having returning guests, especially when it's just like fun time and the jokes flow as they should. You know?
Absolutely. If morale's down, I'm down.
All right, Sam.
Oh, you
where
know
can
I'm
the-
always down.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, where can the people find us?
Oh, man. You can find us on our YouTube at The Nerd Militia. You can find us on Twitter at The Nerd Militia. Imagine that.
Oh,
I believe it's The Nerd Militia 0.
yeah, the Nerd Militia 0.
Because I think somebody else took it from us. We gotta kill him, I guess. I don't know. But
The challenger for a duel sent to the Shadow Realm.
So loud. I'm so sorry.
you can also find us on our Discord. Me and Orion both hang out there sometimes. You know, we do be playing games. Sometimes you can catch us in the vibe and chill chat. You can catch us talking nonsense or whatever in the general chat. Who knows?
Or even, add some nonsense to the no context quotes.
Or you can
I've been making
catch
songs
us
out of
here
that.
on the streams, talking about the D&D shit and the random shit.
And one last thing to close out all of that, we do have our voicemail, and y'all, if you want to
You have
leave
a voicemail?
yeah,
Oh.
we do have a voicemail. Like
No, I mean, did you get one? Like,
no, not.
Ah,
I was hoping. I think we just aren't plugging it enough, Sam.
man, maybe I don't think we've talked about it. At all.
So if anyone wants to leave a voicemail and kind of like offer their 2 cents, an idea,
We
or
gotta
just,
read it out on Twitter.
you can get played on the show. The number is 513-570-4443.
Yeah.
And it's also on our Twitter.
Keep it short. No music in the background. No eating. I swear to God, I will find you. All right.
I'm just gonna leave one of me obnoxiously
chewing?
eating chips.
Yeah, no chewing in the mic. I swear to God.
What's this slurping noise?
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You guys had fun with us.
All right.
We're Dungeons and Talk Shows. Bye-bye.
We'll see everyone next week.
Bye.